Good evening and welcome back to the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. This is Beauregard Snaggletooth, and I'm here to report that our technical difficulties continue. The least reliable sports network on YouTube. We are picking up this game at the beginning of the second period because unfortunately our main camera operator made a mistake and couldn't set the camera up properly. And so we lost that footage. And by the way, the main camera operator was yours truly. So we are picking up the game between the Grizzlies in black and the Blue Bees in blue. We're featuring a goalie contest between Mary Marietta on the Grizzlies and Doug Lamar for the Blue Bees. We're picking it up here with Mary on the near end and Doug on the far end, and we do apologize for only having one camera tonight, but we tried to get a more advantageous angle to try and get the whole ice covered for you. There's the puck drop. Looks like the Grizzlies are controlling here. Back out into the neutral zone. Backhander. Shoveled along. Far side boards here. Got a little bit of a scramble. Back in the neutral zone, and here come the Blue Bees with shot. Oh, and it sneaks by Mary. I think, judging by the reaction there, Mary expected to get that one. We'll see what happens down the road, but early strike by the Blue Bees here in the second period. And there's the puck drop. Grizzlies win that. Looks like we've got a backhand shoveler there on Doug. Puck comes loose. Coming in on the far side, center, backhander. Nice pad save over into the corner. Stayed in, centered up. Oh, got a little bit of room. Centering pass again. Not able to get the shot off yet. There it was, and covered for the freeze by Mary. This break in the action brought to you by the Ottawa Senators, the finest team in the Eastern Conference. For all your excellent hockey needs, cheer for the Ottawa Senators. The face-off is won by the Blue Bees. There's a shot from high slot. Slides just wide there. Not able to get it put away. Bees are putting on pressure quickly here. That's 4 fairly quick shots right in a row. Puck down here in the near corner. Up to the point. Out into the neutral zone. Controlled by the Bees. Hand it in, pass across. A little bit of a back and forth, but getting it dug out of the corner there. There we go. That's a good back and forth action so far in this one. Oh, and we've got a goal there. I did not see that. I apologize. Not trying to take anything away there. That was a very sneaky one. So, quick answer here by the Grizzlies. See how things keep going. There's the face-off. Shot in, but picked up by the Grizzlies. Taken across the red line. Broken up there right across the blue line. Heading into the Blue Bees zone, but like we've had it broken loose and come back out. There it comes, near side wall. Picked up by the Bees. Back and forth action here for sure. Well, there's a nice move. Made a nice move to get around and get the shot on goal, but Mary is up to the task on that one. Nice save. Oh, we'll have a face off here in the near zone. Looks like we've got Brooke Vass there on defense. We got Shelby Ziegler, Brian Carlson. Centering attempt broken up. Taken back out. Cross the red line. Into the zone. Back out already. Boy, back and forth action in this game. There was a shot on Marion. She's able to get the save. Teams have come out firing in this game. Face off in the far circle here. And won by the Bees with a quick shot on goal. Up to the point. And sneaks it back out. Grizzlies trying to make a charge on that. Got a shot on goal. And that looks like that went in. Yeah, that is correct. I believe we've got the Grizzlies up 2-1. Well, that looks like to me they scored on back-to-back shots. There's the face-off. And coming in, shot blocked away by Mary. Puck's all the way down in the Bees zone. Looked like Grizzlies had control of it. Tried to get a center, not quite able to. It's tied up along the far boards. Coming back up towards Towards the center now. Stays in neutral ice. And here it comes across off the wall. Oops. Little bit of a mishandle there. That's Chris Rainmiller, number 22 on defense for the Grizzlies. There's a shot. Tempted to have it blocked there, but did make it through to Mary, but she was up to the task again. Excuse me. Another shot on goal. My heavens. There is lots of activity down in the Grizzlies defensive zone here. Bit of a scrum there right by the point. Oh, and we got somebody down. Can't quite tell who that is. Oh, that was Brooke, it looks like. Brooke Vass. She's back up and skating okay, though. And I think we had an icing call there. There's the puck into play. Won by the Bees. High slot shot blocked. Back out to the point and able to sneak over the blue line, but it's back in already. Puck's taken away. Circled around the boards up to the point. Shelby Ziegler with the pressure. Able to get it out. There we go, and that's broken up. There we go. Brian Carlson. And it's down into the Blue Bees zone. There's puck is deep behind the net there. It's like Mary's looking for that. Got it on the short side. There's a shot. Couple shots. Oh my goodness, we've got people all over in front of the net there. But able to get the freeze. That looks like that's a Skylar Sampson sighting there, number 13 on the Grizzlies. There's the face-off. Toss up. Whoops, we're heading head over heels there. There's another shot and another save. My heavens. Mary is earning her money tonight. Face off here on the near side. Cycled up to the point. Picked up. Bees centering attempt, but able to make it through over to the far wall. Picked up by the Bees, kept in. But it does make it out of the zone. Oh, and we almost had a breakaway there. Oh, he might have picked that puck back up. Looks like we got a shot away, but it made it down into the corner. Still looks like it's down far side corner from the camera right now. Puck's hanging around the blue line there, right by the Grizzlies bench. Yeah, got quite the scrum there. All sorts of things happening, none of which we can really see. And all right, here it comes, carrying it over through the high slot. Shot blocked, bounces wide. Centering attempt, but it's contested by Brooke and by Brian Carlson. Keep it up, and there we go. Grizzlies back on the charge. A stoppage here, possibly an offsides. What do we got? Oh, no, looks like puck freeze. Sorry about that. There's the face-off one. Looks like by the Bees. They're going to bring it on out. Cuts up to the center of the ice. But cleared back down. We're attempted. Intercepted by the Bees, though. Puck's up along the far wall. They're right around center ice. Here it comes. High slot. Shot. Blocked. Nicely done. Able to direct that just wide. Puck loose right in between the hash marks. Deflected around and back up and out. Come along the far wall into the Grizzlies' defensive zone. Turns and fires, but that's deflected, cycled around, able to make it up to the point. Does make it through with a nice kick save there by Mary. That is a 15th shot this period so far. This is active period. Goodness sakes. Holy Moses, that was a busy period for Mary. So I've got the shots 15 to 6 in favor of the Bees, but they were only able to make one count. So at the end of the second period here, we've got the score Grizzlies 2, the Blue Bees 1. Break in action is brought to you by Malort. When you really want to drink something that'll just make you regret your life decisions, drink Malort. In the standings so far, the Grizzlies are in fourth place, and the Bees are in second place right now. even though they're a couple places different, you can really see the parity in the teams. They are playing each other extremely well this period. Hope it keeps up in the third, because that was a lot of action. And we've got the puck drop and underway here in the third. In the neutral zone. Carried by the Bees, trying to get an opening to get down into the Grizzlies' end. Picked up. Sent around the boards. It's like loose, maybe right around the face-off circle. The shot coming across to Mary. Here come the Grizzlies. See, yeah, there's a shot. Blocked. Oh, and another nice block by Doug. That was two real quick and gave up the rebound, and he was able to take care of it. That was very well played by Doug. And we're going to have the face-off here in the near side circle. False start. There we go. Puck's down. Cleared over to the point by Blue. Didn't make it all the way in, but a shot again coming right in off the point there. Doug makes the freeze. So we'll try it again from the other side. There we go. Center ice. Race down to the other end here. Looks like it snuck back to the or back behind the net there. Picked up by the Bees. Out to the point. And had a shot there, and would appear that Mary stopped that one. And here comes an icing call. There it is. So we'll have a face-off in the other end. Sorry about that. I had to turn my attention elsewhere for just a moment. There's the puck drop. Out to the point. Shot doesn't make it through, but it did make it over to the corner. Like there might have been a little bit of danger there for Mary, but I don't think it made it. Oh, kind of mid wall there. Still over there. And they tried to get it out there, but not quite successful. And I think we've got a freeze from Mary's with the shots. Face off here. And we're back underway. Up to the point. The shot goes wide. Off the wall. Up to the point there. And it looks like it was broken up. Popped out to the red line. Back down behind the goal line. Spending a lot of time down in that zone here right now. And I think we might have an offsides. Yeah, that's what it looks like there. Again, I'm sorry I can't give you better commentary on this, but just trying to make the best of what we got here with this camera angle. Hope to have our full setup back for next week. Puck is right around the hash marks there. Bit of a disruption in the play. Bees go out and grab it. Send it back. And here it comes again. There we go. Carried in. Like it was turned away there, and here we come down the near side wall. That was, oof, Shelby taking a shoulder there after the centering pass attempt. Far end there. Coming back here. Ooh, had a layoff attempt there, but I'm not sure they were quite on the same page that that was going to be coming, but no harm. Puck up at the red line, shoveled back in. Here we come now. Looks like we got some activity right around the goal. Puck's up by the point there. And I think Mary has saved that. So we definitely have been seeing some control of the offensive zone there by the Bees this period. A lot of time down on the other end of the ice. There's the face-off. Comes across to the far end. It's broken up. Brought out. The blue, kind of turn and fire sort of a defensive play there, but it was picked off. And a shot attempt by Black, at least. Not sure that it quite made it onto Doug, but they did make the attempt, and then I think we added iced there. So the puck will be coming down. We'll have a face-off in the Bees' defensive end. One to the center by the Grizzlies. Kind of a scramble there. Trying to break that up. All right, that's broken out. Carried in across the blue line by the Bees, and we have a shot on goal there again. I believe that was saved by Mary. Scramble there after the face-off, popped out into the neutral zone. But looks like we've got control by the Bees. Carries it back in. There's a shot. I think we had a deflection in there. But boy, it's just been hanging around the point. There's another shot. Activity is definitely picking up here. Not really giving Mary a whole lot of chance to rest. But it does come out. Grizzlies are carrying. Turn and fire towards the goal, but just not quite able to get it all the way through. Circles it around the board up to the point, but does sneak through. And Grizzlies try to bring it back in, but unfortunately it's broken up. So back into the defensive zone for the Grizzlies. A lot of action behind the net here in this possession. Definitely trying to get the lateral movement, see if we can work something free in terms of a shot. Mary's covering the ground nicely. And there we go. Carried out. Looks like that's Brian Carlson leading the charge. Sends it around up to the point. Nope. And now we've got a 2-on-1. The Bees have the step. There's a shot coming across Mary. And did we get the save? Yeah, it looks like she did get the save. Well done. Bees definitely had the pressure there and the numbers on, so it was pretty well played there. Face off. Far end. And that one goes in. Yeah, so we have a tie game now. There's the face off. Over across the blue line. Here come the Grizzlies trying to make a push. Puck's behind the net. Oh, and a shot attempted. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Point blank range, just not able to get it in. There's good pressure there to try and disrupt the breakout. Puck batted around and back in by the Bees. Staying right over by that near side point. And sent all the way down, played by Doug. It's picked up. And it looks like we might have had an icing call there. I didn't see. Sorry, without the whistles, I'm not hearing what's going on, so I'm lying on my eyeballs. There's a face-off. Comes across out to the far side point for the Bees. There's a shot attempt, and looks like it stayed out here. Yeah. Bees are definitely the offensive aggressors here. I just can't quite seem to solve the defensive question or the Mary question in this game. They aren't allowing a whole lot of free shots to happen. Puck was sent down. And it's carried back in. There's a shot blocked away into the corner. Got the scramble there on the near side boards. It's one free by the Bees, sent out towards center. Here they come, turning for the pass. And what do we have happening there? Well, I'm not exactly sure quite what happened, but that is the end of the game. So we have a 2-2 tie. Real nice game. Real back and forth action the whole time we had them. So I apologize we didn't get the first part, but that was a heck of a contest between the Blue Bees and the Grizzlies, playing to a 2-2 tie. Total shots, I had six. I had 33 shots the uh, for the Bees, and I had 19 for Black, the Grizzlies. So real good. We will see you here in just a couple minutes with the next game of our doubleheader, the Cake Eaters versus the Whiskey Deeks. So long for now.